Hey, 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 everybody. Welcome to Beards on the Street. And boy, am I excited about this episode. I got one of my favorite people in the studio today, and it's going to be really cool. Really, really cool. What do you think, Court?
I think that maybe you need to lower your expectations, but it's going to be pretty good.
Not going to lower my expectations. Sorry. They are what they are. So,
to live up to then. So
yeah, well, you're going to be just fine. Trust me. So, welcome, guys. It's been another week, and man, there's been a lot of things going on this week. So, I'm gonna blast through a bunch of our stuff because I want to get to Court and talk about her cause, and it's really close to my heart because I'm actually related to this gal in a roundabout way. But I love her to death.
Family for life.
That's right. Family for life. And we'll bring turkey to the movie theater. There's a story behind that.
Should have brought it this morning, but I was
You should have. That would have actually been really funny.
I should have. Or at least a chicken.
Right.
Yeah, sorry.
Right. Okay, guys, so really quick, just a couple quick announcements. Again, jump on and check out our newsletter on the website. And really quick, we've got a really cool, it's called the Pumpkin Patch, and we're sponsoring a table or a booth or whatever you want to call it there. And we've got tickets that came with the booth, and we want to give them away. So if anybody out there, it's on October 9th. It's at the Bastion Agricultural Center in South Jordan, and we've got tickets we want to give away. You just got to call us and tell us that you need them. It's going to be really fun for the kids. Bring the kids out. They can get their face painted. They can get some candy. I think they actually get to pick a pumpkin. I'm not sure if they even get to actually paint the pumpkin, but they can do that at home if they can't. So that's going to be fun. I know, Court, you're coming out to it.
Yeah, so you better be there.
I'll be there. Oh, don't you worry. I'll be there. So, guys, really quick, we talk about this every single week, but jump on our website, Luxury Realty Agency. We've got our mixers advertised on there. We've got our newsletters. Everything that we do starts at that website. So jump on there and also subscribe to our YouTube channel because we want to grow that. So anyways, check all that stuff out. And couple of quick things that happened this week or since the last episode. I had some clients that really cool people that actually bought me a bottle of 27-year-old Redbreast. For you guys that don't drink, that means that this Redbreast whiskey, Irish whiskey, sat in a cask for 27 years.
Holy cow.
Yeah. And it's so good. So anyways, I got my buddy up there. He bought me this, and the presentation, the way that, the box it comes in, it's so cool. But we took him to brunch last Sunday and tried the Redbreast. It was amazing. If you haven't tried it, I highly recommend it. Also, this week I jumped on a private plane and flew up to McCall, Idaho with a buddy of mine, and I just wanted to kind of share. I can't remember the name of this lake, but holy cow, beautiful, beautiful place. And then yesterday, I went up to get my boat, and this is up on Trapper's Loop, guys. The leaves are changing. You better go up and check them out. They were so pretty. They're bright reds, oranges, really, really cool. And hey, to top the day off, got to see a rainbow.
You were living your best life.
I know.
Whiskey boats, McCall, Idaho,
in a private plane. It's
can't get much better than that.
Hey, it's hard being me. All right, guys. So enough of that business. I want to get to this young lady right here. So a little bit of history. Courtney is the niece of my wife.
Yep.
And Court, I hope you're okay with this, but
you can say whatever you want.
Okay. So Courtney found out about a year ago?
Yeah, actually it's been a year.
It's been a year.
Yep.
That she had breast cancer.
Yep.
Advanced breast cancer.
At 30.
At 30.
With 4 kids.
4 kids at home. Like, talk about getting punched right in the face.
Yeah.
Tell me, before I even get into this, just if you want to, and if you don't, just tell me that you don't want to.
I'm an open book.
Tell me your feelings when that first punch in your face. What were you in denial? Tell me what your thoughts were.
Well, I actually thought I was going to die because of the way that they do it. My appointment was on a Thursday, and so I had to wait over the weekend to even get my results back. So I walked into the mammogram, and they were like, well, you have cancer, but we don't know how bad.
Oh, that was nice of them.
Yeah, it was like really nice. And then I left, and I went home, and I just debated whether or not I was like going to leave my kid. Like, it was a total mental trip for that whole weekend because they didn't give me my results back until Monday. So it puts you through a head trip because I'm like, okay, are my kids going to need a new mom? Is my husband going to get remarried? You better get remarried because these kids need a mom. And it was just
those are crazy thoughts.
I know, from like one extreme to another. And then I'm like, okay, well, if I'm going to die, did I like live my life in the way that I wanted to? What are people going to think? Like, say at my funeral. But then at the same time, you have to have hope and you have to be positive and think that it is going to work out and it is going to be fine. So it was just a mental battle for a few days. But then they got back to me on Monday and I didn't die, obviously. So
thank you for not dying.
All is well.
Yeah, what an emotional roller coaster that is.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I can't even imagine. I mean, literally. Yeah, you're just so many highs and lows.
Yeah. Well, and you know about it too, right? It's like sometimes when you die, you don't know that you're going to die.
Right.
But you're presented with this information and you can't help but sit there and stew in your thoughts for days on end. So
hard.
What can you do?
You know, it's Lisa and I, not to get off topic, but Lisa watched a movie last night. Can't remember the name of it, but it was about this lady that had lung cancer. Yeah. And she had a celebration of life before she died, or a wake before she died.
I love it.
It was really cool.
I love it.
And I missed the whole first part of the movie, so forgive me, but they all dressed up in Shakespearean clothing, and it was actually really cool.
I think that's how it should be done.
I think so too.
And like, you might as well have a party before you go out.
You know what? When I die, I don't want the wake thing and that. I just want a big ass party at a bar with lots of people drinking Irish whiskey.
Okay, great.
And that's it.
Okay.
Simple.
I can provide that for you.
Okay, so you find out you got breast cancer. You freaking have a freak out for a minute, which who wouldn't? Yeah. And life gets back to somewhat normal. What did you do? Now, I know that you had to go in, and why don't you talk about just a little bit about the process?
Okay, so I was diagnosed in July, and then from July until August, they had to do a lot of additional testing to see if I had to do chemo. I kind of got the better end of the stick. I didn't actually have to do chemo up front, which was a miracle in itself because it was within a millimeter of leaving my ducts. And had that happened, seriously,
and that's called masticize, right? Where it goes out?
Yeah. Well, advanced. I don't know that.
I don't know
actually.
Don't
quote
words.
me on the lingo. I just stay in my lane. I try not to ruin everyone else's, but.
So you got lucky. You don't have to do chemo, but you did have to do radiation.
Yeah. So in August, August, I got a double mastectomy, and then I had to recover from that. I had 4 little kids at home, all under the age of 5. So not being able to lift was kind of tricky because How do
you do that? And your youngest is how old?
At the time, my youngest was 8 months old, so I had a 5.
And she's the cutest little thing, Isabel. I love her.
She is the sassiest little thing.
She is.
She's the best. So we had a 5-year-old.
And Jack, her oldest Jack, he is such a cool kid.
The oldest. They all fit their roles very, very perfectly. So we had a 5. I guess he was 6. So a 6. How old was Teddy? 6, 3, 2, and an 8-month-old. So 2.
What were you guys thinking?
Well, we weren't. And then also it honestly was like divine intervention. That sounds weird, but like, I don't believe in coincidences. We weren't supposed to have Isabel, our last one. Right. And I was tapped out at 3. Right. And somehow, some way, we ended up with the 4th. I still don't know how.
Then you find out you have breast cancer.
And then,
and you have a double mastectomy.
Yeah. And then
you can't lift anything. Yeah. You got an 8-month-old baby that wants to be held all the damn time.
Yep. Always. And so then recovered from that. Yeah, then what happened? And then I did radiation in November for a month. And then...
What was that like? Just brief description.
You go in every day. I like took my clothes off from the waist up. You go in every day, you lay yourself on a table, and they just radiate the part of your, so I was radiated like this whole section.
Okay.
And it essentially just burns your skin. It burns like the micro cells that are in there that cause the cancer to continue
Does it hurt?
to form. It doesn't hurt when you're getting it done, but it was like a sunburn. And then I had like rashes all under my armpit, and and then eventually your skin shrinks. And so my skin on this side is like really not cute.
Which, guys, let's talk about this really quick. And again, I know it's kind of personal, but a mastectomy, so they took everything.
Yeah, like I have
both sides.
No nipples, no nothing. And they like completely carve out your
hardly
chest.
any skin because she's skinny as can be.
Well, they saved some skin, but it's literally just my chest wall and then my skin. And then there's now an implant. So in March I had reconstruction surgery where they take the expander, is what they call it. So I have to have an expander in for a while to stretch your skin out.
Got it.
And then they take those out and put an implant in. So now I have
And according to Licia, those expanders weren't very comfortable.
No, they hurt so bad.
Wow.
But
well, I mean, think about it, guys. You're stretching your skin.
Yeah, it's pretty bizarre.
Also, you can have boobs.
I know. But at this point, I'm like, shoot, just take them out. Like, it's not even worth it. It's not even worth it. No, it's fine. But yeah, I mean, that essentially was what happened. So here we are now. I just had my 6-month post-op for my reconstruction appointment yesterday, actually.
Okay.
Starting physical therapy because my left arm just doesn't work the way that it should. So
nerve damage.
Yeah, I got nerve damage, and then I can't move my arm. Like, it doesn't move just because this radiated side is so tight.
Got it.
So my range of motion is really off. And
so can they stretch that back out and they think you're good?
Ideally, I have a 3-month process, and then if that doesn't work, then we go back into other options.
Got it.
Yeah.
So I kind of know how that feels, because I had surgery on my shoulder and they somehow damaged a nerve or pissed off a nerve.
Yeah.
Lack of better words.
Yeah.
And so I'm numb basically from my elbow all the way down through my pointer finger and my thumb.
Weird.
It's so weird.
My whole back. This is all numb.
Yeah, my because you can't when it's numb. Like me trying to pick up something is funny.
You should demonstrate.
No. So anyways, so now you clean bill of health?
Yeah, so now I just go in for scans every so often. I have to pay pretty close attention to like my body and all the things, because if it comes back, it just kind of comes back with vengeance, and it won't come back as breast cancer. It'll come back as something else, so like in your blood or in your bones or like something.
So how often do you get checked? So
right now I'm every 6 months, so I have another few months before my next one, and then I go yearly for 3 years, and then I go, is that right? Yearly for 3 years, and then I go every other year or something like that. I don't know. There's some schedule.
Thank God Chad didn't have to marry somebody else, so your kids would have a mom.
I know, right? I know. I'm like, my husband still has a wife, my kids still have a mom.
Right.
I don't know. Maybe it would have been better for them. I don't know, but I'm still around.
Absolutely not.
Still around.
Nope.
Gotta deal with me for the rest of their lives.
Not gonna happen. Okay, so you've been through this big, total, tipped on your head craziness.
Yeah.
And I know that during that, you actually flew. They invited you out to, I believe, California.
Yeah.
And you flew out there for, talk about that. What was that? It was some kind of a program that you were a guest on.
Yeah, so
right in the middle of this, guys. I had 4 kids, cancer, mastectomy, radiation, and she gets on a plane and flies out to try to, what? Bring other people up?
I think it was seriously 3 weeks after my surgery. And some of the women that I grew up with at home, some of like my leaders in my sphere of influence, they put on this party called the Pink Party, and they do it every other year, and they raise money for breast cancer research, and they donate it to the local hospital there. And she asked if I would come out and speak at it. So I did, and they raised over $140,000.
Holy
just in like
cow.
that 2-hour time span to donate to Sutter Hospital in Roseville, California. So
that is amazing.
It was crazy. It was really fun, actually. It like got my mind off all the things, and it was fun to be like a part of a community effort to raise money for something that like actually affected me personally. So it was really cool.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
So without giving too much away from that, because what you're doing now kind of mirrors that, correct?
It's similar. I'm not necessarily raising money, but I think
Well, why not?
Well, I mean, I can, and I might, but what I'm trying to do, I learned through this whole process that you don't have to have cancer, right, to be going through something hard.
Right.
And everyone goes through hard things, and it's not our job to sit here and compare one person's hard to another because someone will always have it harder than you. That is just part of life.
Right.
And if we sit here and say, like, oh, well, my heart's not as hard as theirs, then we're not giving ourselves enough credit for the things that we're going through. And then also that doesn't allow other people to be able to help you in the way that you need to be helped, right?
Got it.
So the whole idea is that, like, your hard is hard. And so I'm throwing a party in October.
It's called the Pink Party, guys.
It's called the Pink Party because of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. But
Right.
I want to make 32 baskets for women going through hard things. And it doesn't have to be cancer, just someone in my same stage of life that's going through something hard, whether it's financial, emotional, physical, mental. Like, it literally doesn't matter what it is.
Yep.
And 32 because I'm turning 32. So I'm just making
What
these
a great
baskets.
number.
Yeah, right?
So talk to me about these baskets.
Yeah. So there's a few people that have already donated to the baskets. So we have like Hydro Drug, Clean Simple Eats, Just Ingredients, a whole bunch of small businesses around here, Cozy Confidence, Sylvie, the Haircut Box. There's just a whole bunch of small businesses that have donated to these baskets.
Okay.
And then if you come to the party, you can. It's kind of like a favorite things party, like that people do at Christmas time, where
Okay.
you bring like your favorite thing to the party.
Yep.
So just people are going to bring whatever they want to
And
the
you'll
party
just distribute them out in these baskets.
Yeah, so the whole idea is to come together to make the baskets at the party, and I'll have like other stuff there. But
And then the 32 people that you're going to give those to, how are you picking them? I'm just curious. Where are they coming into the mix?
so that's nomination based. So I have like
Perfect.
a Google Doc that is made, and people can just go in there and nominate. And as of yesterday, it was just people from Utah, so that I could hand deliver them. But there's been so many people that want to nominate someone who doesn't live in Utah.
Which is fine.
Yeah, which is
You
great.
can mail it to them.
Yes, so that's what we're doing now. Like, there's so many people.
Or maybe
going through
mail
hard
it to the
things.
person that nominated them if they live in
Yeah,
the same area and
they
let
can
them deliver it.
Yep.
So
literally anyone can be nominated as long as you're. I did narrow down the age group to women under 45 just because it's closer to home.
right.
And
So how can our people nominate somebody?
So I have a link in my Instagram account, and you just go in under my. I hate when people say like link in my bio, but that's the reality of it. It's
So
right there,
her
right in my-
Instagram account is Court, COURT
Yep.
underscore.
Hilbs, HILBS.
That's it.
Yep. So you can go in there and nominate literally whoever you want. You can nominate multiple people. Like, I would love to make more than 32 baskets, but that's just my goal. So
Right.
the more the merrier.
And now let's get back. So this event is going to be held on October
24th.
24th, and
Yep.
it's at.
It's at the Azalea Event Center. It's in South Jordan.
Okay.
Yeah. So super
So
close.
anybody can show up.
Anyone can
what
show
time?
up. It's from 7 to 10 p.m.
Okay.
Yep.
Anybody can show up, bring your items,
Yep.
and donate, and help them put these baskets together.
Yep.
Anybody out there that knows of somebody that's in need and hurting, and whether it's cancer or
not.
loss of a kid or a spouse or
Yep. Divorce. Loss of a job. There's just so many different things that people go through, and I don't know. It opens your eyes to a whole different world of being able to be there for people no matter their circumstances.
Right.
Yeah.
Guys, did I tell you she's freaking amazing?
Oh gosh.
Yes, I did. I warned you. I mean, everything that she's been going through, and all she can think about is how to help other people. That's pretty amazing.
I mean, you would do the same. You would. Like, you're put in a position where you're forced to think outside yourself. You
Yep.
just are, because if you stay focused on you, and it is really hard, and I've had to learn to be my own advocate and to stand up for myself and to process the hard that I am going through, and that's been a whole learning process also. But as you do that, you learn how to be there for other people. You just learn empathy.
And quite frankly, it makes you a much happier, totally fuller person.
100%.
You know, us doing all this stuff that we've been doing, you know, these different sponsorships for with our mixers and whatnot. Mm-hmm. It's awesome.
It's so fun.
It is fun.
Yeah.
It's so cool to you know, I have such a gifted life and such excess of everything.
Yeah.
That it's really, really cool to give back.
It is cool. And then it gives you the opportunity to create that community as well that you wouldn't otherwise have, right? So I'm
Right.
like, you're connecting, you're being able to help someone else, and it just creates this community and a sense of belonging too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, any ideas for these baskets? Anything that you want to maybe throw out there that
I mean, whatever you like, right? I'm like, if you're going through something really hard, I'm like,
gift
it
card
could be a
or-
gift card, it could be
yeah.
a treat, it could be
a book?
a book, it could be, seriously, the list is endless. It could be a gift card to Starbucks, it could be a pair of socks. Like,
Right.
honestly, whatever, it could be a chapstick, whatever makes you happy when you're having a hard day. If someone were to show up to your door and bring you that item,
A song.
bring that. Yeah, a playlist. I'm like, if you don't want to bring something that's actually
Doesn't have to have
tangible,
monetary value.
No, I'm like, make a playlist. That would be awesome.
Wow.
Yeah, whatever you want.
This is going to be actually really cool.
It will be really cool.
I can guarantee you that Lisa and I will be there. You know that.
I mean, there will be 3 of us. There will for sure be 3
For
of us.
sure, there will be 3.
And turkey.
Aaron will come. Oh, by the way, Aaron can't be on today, guys. I didn't mean to exclude him. But Aaron will be there for sure, and my team will be there.
Bring the turkey and you can come.
Turkey, so we have
Yeah,
it.
yep.
And our shoes,
And your shoes.
because we may need them.
You may. I always leave my shoes places.
Right.
I'm known
You could
for that.
possibly need your shoes.
Yep.
All right, man. I'm excited. This is going to be fun.
Okay, come.
It is. It's going to be fun.
They also
And
have permanent jewelry. So if you and Licia want a matching bracelet, like, there's your chance.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean,
What is permanent jewelry?
they just take like chains, like this,
Okay.
and they kind of solder it together so that it can't come off.
Oh.
We could get best friend bracelets. Do you know that?
Right.
BFFs for life.
We'll just get a nose thing.
Or that. I mean, I don't know if they can solder it into your nose, but we can try.
Well, they could stick it in and then do something on the backside where you can't take it out.
I mean, if that's what
That's
you
kind of
want.
gross, especially if you
Yeah.
got something.
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably going to stick to the bracelet, but go ahead.
You crack me up.
I'll record you.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, so you heard it, man. We want to support this cause. We want to support this young lady right here. And, you can always reach me, direct message me, call me, whatever it is. If you want to get involved, get involved. I would.
I mean,
I am.
no pressure, but like pressure,
And I've actually got some really cool people I've actually already reached out to, Court, that,
Oh, sweet.
have some cool stuff.
Sweet, thanks.
I know some people that have they've written books, children's books about
that's
loss. Just really fun stuff.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Anything that can bring some perspective, anything that can bring some comfort, anything that can bring joy, like truly
Yeah.
the basics. The basics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
Okay. All righty. Well, I'm totally in.
Okay.
I think it's awesome.
Thanks.
I'd be totally in anyways. You know,
I'm like,
I would
you have
be.
to be because you're family, but
Right.
thanks so much.
Well, so that's about it, guys. I'm getting the heck out of here because my life's so rough after hearing all that I'm jumping on a plane and flying to Newport.
Sweet.
Right.
Today?
Today.
Have the best
To
time.
stay on a yacht.
Bring some sun back with you, will you?
It's supposed to be coming. It's supposed to warm up next week.
Okay.
So I hope.
Bring it back.
I hope that we're not.
I'm not.
Even though I love fall,
Yeah.
I hope that summer. I mean, I can't believe that I had to go get my boat because they're locking the gate on Sunday, and it's like, come get your boat or it's going to be locked in.
Yeah, because like tomorrow's winter here, so.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not okay. I like the leaves. I like all the change, but I love summer.
Yeah.
And I think the older I get, I thought I would never say this, but the older I get, I think the less I like the cold.
You should move to Arizona.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Scratch that. Me and Licia will move to Arizona.
No. Can't have her. She's mine.
Okay, fine.
Yep, can't.
Stay here.
I mean, I could maybe go with people down there.
Okay.
A buddy of mine
We'll
has
get
a house in
second
Cave Creek,
house.
so
Okay.
we'll go there.
Okay.
Yeah, it's got a swimming pool
For the winter.
for the winter.
Okay.
Yep.
Deal. That's
Okay.
a good compromise.
Right.
Okay.
All right, we're in. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. And remember, jump on the website, call me, email me, do whatever it is you got to do to participate in this. This is a good one. Love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and have a fantastic